How's it going, YouTube? Dan the Plastic Man here. Hope you guys are doing quite well today. Time for another Snapshot review, and as you can tell by the title, this is one of the biggest high grades I've got. It is high grade Kshatriya. Actually, it's probably the biggest high grade I've got until I get my hands on either the Neo Zeong or the Psycho Gundam or something crazy like that. But this was a very good villain suit from Gundam Unicorn, which I have not seen all of it, but I know the pilot of this, Marita Cruz, aka Buru 12, goes on to pilot the Banshee, and I figured I'd just give you guys a quick look at this thing. First and foremost, it's huge, it's bulky, it's heavy, so posing with it is a bit of a challenge. I usually just have it sitting like this because it pretty much can be a brick, but you do have some posability. So we'll start with the shoulders, which have a very unique setup. If you guys can see this, the arms actually pivot out from the top of this shoulder bracket, which is, I'm gonna just leave it at unique. I'm not a major fan of it, let's put it like that. So the shoulder will rotate 360 degrees, even with these enormously heavy binders on it. We're about to have a guest, guys, but I'm gonna stay on the review. As you saw with the arm, it will come out at a very awkward angle. We've got a double elbow that gives us kind of a 90, but not really. The arm will also rotate below the shoulder, and then the wrist will wiggle just a little bit. Each of these binders has a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, actually 4 joints, 5 joints actually per binder, from the binder itself all the way down to the shoulder. You've actually got locks up here on the top of them, and you can get a very wide range of motion. So you can pull them out. Let me tip my camera up a little bit just so you can see. And then you can even see the funnels inside and the extra manipulator arm. I'll go ahead and pull this out, let you guys see this. I don't use this because, like I said, this thing is so big and so bulky, I'd rather just not chance breaking anything on this. Because as you guys know, and as we've seen on a couple of my reviews, breaking does happen. So, now back to articulation. We'll go with the head, and you can move it left to right a little bit and up and down, and that's it. You can also go in and move the mono eye. There's a typical switch underneath the head, but why bother with the fact that this head is actually a little squashed, it looks like. But the chest joint, as you see me messing with, is pretty good for crunching motion. It's right down here, and you can get a full spin around. Just make sure to secure everything again. The skirting will get out of the way fairly easy, and the legs will come that far forward just because of the very bulky knee armor. The legs will come out full split, and then they will also rotate below the hip. Not a full 360 obviously, but they will rotate. The knee you can get, I'll call that a 120. And then the foot you get very good side to side and front to back. No actual moving of the ankle joint is not on a hinge is what I wanted to say. And you cannot get the full turnaround, not without popping a few armor pieces off. Now, that does it for articulation, and we're actually almost done with this, guys, because you saw that the binders will move. There's only one other accessory with this model kit, and it is one Soul Beam Saber with a green blade. Thank you for not being red. The Kshatriya will hold it easy enough, but it's still kind of loose. So take it for what it is. Oh, one of the funnels actually popped out. And what I've actually seen the fight between this suit and the Stark Jagan in the beginning of the first episode of Unicorn, and I think it's cool yet kind of cheap that these funnels, unlike the ones from Char's Counterattack, actually return to the binders for recharge mode. So yeah. But anyways, this is a pretty expensive high grade, if I'm honest. I got it at Hobbytown about little over 2 years ago. Little over 2 years ago, 2.5 years, and I wound up paying upwards of $80 for this guy just because of how big he is. I do not recommend paying that much for this kit. If you can find it at, say, Gundam Planet, which I'll link below, or any other place, if you can pay $60 or less for this, go ahead. If you can get it for that, that is what I recommend. If you're looking at it and it's being offered for list price around the 80 to 90 range, no, don't get it. It's not worth it for that price. Yes, it has great detail. Yes, it is a Kshatriya. We are probably not going to get it in 1:100 scale unless we get it in RE100. I know a lot of people are screaming for a Master Grade or a Master Grade Verka. I just don't see it happening because of how big this monster is. But all that being said, I still like the suit. I had fun building the kit. Just be careful what price you get it at. And with that, guys, I will conclude this review. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like, subscribe to me, leave me some comments. I love reading them. And let's keep this community growing, guys. So this has been Dan the Plastic Man. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you at the next video, okay? Bye-bye.